Okay, we're going to take a look at the graph of a function quiz. All right, so which graph is represented by the following table? And this is going to be might be hard to see, so I apologize, but let's see what we can do here. You take this table, you've got, first off, a -2, -5. So let's grab this point. Let's see where -2, -5 is. Well, -2, -5 is going to be right here. Well, we can see that's not on that graph of that parabola, so it's not choice A. Let's slide over here. -2, -5, it's right there, so we're good there so far. Let's check a few more. -1, 1, -1, 1. I believe we're a little bit off there, so that's not going to do it. So, all right, so it's not choice B. Let's slide down to choice D. There's our -2, 5, -1, 1. Yep, that's still on there. 0, 3, let's see, 0, 3 there. Yep, 0, 3 is still on it. It's got to be this one. Let's see, 2, -5, 2, -5 is right there. All right, so you see all those points line up. So right there, that's going to be your choice right there. Okay, which linear function is represented by the table? Linear function, anything that's going to be going up in a straight line. Well, we don't have this graph, but it changes at a constant rate. So let's see, when x is 2, all right, you're getting a y value, or when x is -2, getting a y value of 4. Well, let's see what happens here. If we take this first one, if we just plug in a -2, so if you've got -2 plus 2, well, if you wanted to, you can go to a calculator, but you're going to find out that that does give you 4. So that does check out. Let's take a different look at this. Let's take that first choice. It's -x plus 2. All right, now I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to, instead of having that x, I'm going to substitute. I'm going to go down the table there. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm plug in a -2. So it looks funny. It's a -2. All right, but what we see is we get a 4, which makes sense because we've got that there. Now, get rid of that -2. Plug in a 0 because of the 0. Okay, and then we get a 2. Makes sense. Got a 2. All right, let's go for a couple more. -2 plus 2. We get a 0, which is good. That's what we want. Last one, let's check the 4. After we plug this 4 in here, we get the -2, -2. We're good. So it's got to be that one there. So Desmos, we're using that again. Okay, select the table that represents the function 3x plus 5. Okay, we're going to go back to Desmos. We're going to take this equation, 3x plus 5, f of x equals 3x plus 5. Now, we're just going to go down the list like we did before. Let's take this first one. We're going to get rid of that x with a -3. And you see you get a -4. That's what we have here. That's good. Let's change this to a -2. Let's see if we get -1. We do. All right. Let's change it to a -1 and see if we get 2. We do. Let's change it to a 0. We get 5. We got 5. That's good. That's what we want right there. Because anytime we plugged in this x value, we got this back for the y value represented right here. Another way to look at this, okay, you've got this function x minus 2, so you have x minus 2. All right, so that's fine. Let's do this. They want to know which ones fall on that graph. Well, let's plug those points in. Plug in with parentheses. Got -2, -4, -1, -1, 0, -2, and 3, 2. All right. And they want to know which ones are coordinates of that function. So they want to know which ones are actually on that line. All right, well, the ones that are actually on that line, okay, well, does this actually work? Let's see. Oh, I don't know. Guess not. Let's see. you've got this one right here, so you've got -2, -4, and you've got this one here, the 0, -2. All right, so that means we're going to go here and here since those fell on that line. And that's similar to the last one. Let's or a previous one. Okay, with this one thing we might want to look at is this spot right here. Okay, that thing right there, that's it's called the y-intercept. Now, what's important about that is on any table where the y-intercept is, that occurs where x is equal to 0. And so we've got a y-intercept of 2 there. So what we want to see is a 0, 2, or 0, 2. So it's one of those two. So these are out since we don't have a 0, 2. All right, now, how do we tell the difference between this one and this one? Well, notice here, all these 2's stay constant. That means you're going to have a horizontal line here at y equals 2. Notice here, though, these all have y values that are going down. And if you notice, you've got your line here going down, all right, negative slope. All right, so that's our answer right there.